You have been taught that abundance is something you must chase, something you must earn, something you must speak, beg, and plead for. You have been taught that the language of wealth is spoken in spreadsheets, in business plans, and in desperate, hopeful affirmations that you shout against the wind. Today, I am here to tell you that this is a lie, the greatest lie ever told. The universe does not respond to your noise. It does not answer your pleading. The universe, in its infinite divine intelligence, responds to a language that is far older, far more powerful, and completely, profoundly silent. This is the language of your core. It is the language of pure being. It is the unspoken command that emanates from the very center of your consciousness. Your life, right now, with its debts and its windfalls, its lack and its luxury, is a perfect, unflinching reflection of the silent language you are already speaking. You are already a master of this language, but you are speaking it unconsciously. Today, you awaken. You cease to be an unconscious broadcaster of circumstance, and you become the deliberate, conscious commander of your wealth. The unspoken command is not a thought. It is not a wish. It is the deep, foundational assumption upon which your entire reality is built. It is the vibration that you hold as your I amness. The universe does not hear your words, "I want to be wealthy." It hears and responds to the silent vibration beneath the words, which is often screaming, "I am in lack." You cannot shout, "I am abundant," and fool the cosmos when your core frequency, your silent language, is one of fear, doubt, and scarcity. This is the great secret. You do not attract what you want. You do not even attract what you think. You attract what you are. Your being is the command. Your feeling is the instruction. Your core assumption is the blueprint that the universe has no choice but to build in your physical world. To change your world, you must not change your words first. You must change the silent, vibrational source from which all words and actions spring. This is the art of the master. It is the work of becoming, not doing. Let us put this to the test. This is the first practical application of this silent power. I want you to feel, for a moment, the difference between your spoken desire and your silent command. First, speak the words aloud. I want to attract $1 million. Say it. Now be still. After you've spoken, what is the echo? What is the feeling that immediately follows? For many, it is a silent, sinking feeling of, "But I don't know how," or "That's impossible," or "I'm not worthy." That feeling, that echo, that is the unspoken command. That is the true language you are broadcasting. The universe discards your noisy words and flawlessly obeys the silent echo. Now, let us shift this. For the next 60 seconds, I want you to ignore all words. I want you to simply embody the feeling of relief. Just the pure, somatic, physical feeling of relief. Imagine a great weight has just been lifted from your shoulders. Your bills are all paid. Your future is secure. Breathe into that feeling of profound, absolute, calm relief. Do not think about why, just feel the what. This feeling, this pure, wordless vibration of relief, is a command in the silent language. It is a command that says, "All is well, I am whole, I am provided for." This is your first lesson in speaking the true tongue of abundance. Reflect now. How much of your day is spent speaking the noise of want, while simultaneously broadcasting the silent, powerful command of lack? You are a divine broadcasting tower, and you have been sending two contradictory signals. A loud, weak signal of "I want," and a silent, overpowering signal of "I am not." And the universe, in its perfect wisdom, always responds to the more powerful, more authentic signal. It responds to your silent language. This is not a cause for despair. It is the source of your ultimate liberation. It means you no longer have to struggle. You no longer have to convince anyone. You no longer have to find the right words. All you have to do is master the silent frequency of your own being. You just have to change the feeling state from which you operate. This is the end of effort and the beginning of effortless magnetic receiving. The final teaching of this chapter is this: your true power is not in your voice, it is in your vibration. It is not in your thoughts. It is in the assumptions that lie beneath them. The reality you seek does not require your words. It requires your alignment. It requires you to become, in the silent, invisible core of your being, the thing that you wish to see in your world. Before you can have wealth, you must be wealthy. You must speak the silent language of "I already am" so fluently that the universe believes you and rushes to make your assumption a physical fact. This is the journey we are on. It is the journey of mastering the silent word, the unspoken command that shapes worlds. Now, let the noise of the world fade. Let your pleading and wanting dissolve. And in the silence of your core, let these affirmations be the new command. Feel them, vibrate them, be them. My silence is my power. My being is my command. I release the noise of wanting and I embrace the vibration of having. My core assumption is my reality. I am the conscious commander of my unspoken word, I am. Chapter 2. The Frequency of Gold. Tuning your being to boundless wealth. There is a frequency that builds empires, a vibration that paints masterpieces, a resonance that signs billion-dollar deals from a place of absolute calm. This is the frequency of gold. It is not a metaphor. It is a literal, vibrational state of being. It is the energetic signature of abundance itself. This frequency is not out there to be found. It is an innate, dormant channel within your own consciousness. Like a radio, you are built with the capacity to tune into any station, yet you have been conditioned to stay locked on the static-filled station of scarcity. You have been taught to hear only the noise of not enough. Today, you will learn to change the dial. You will learn to attune your entire being to the clean, clear, powerful signal of opulent, unconditional, boundless wealth. This is not a mental trick. This is a total somatic and spiritual recalibration. The frequency of gold is the precise opposite of the frequency of needing. Need is a vibration of lack. It is a jagged, contracted, desperate signal. It is the feeling of a grasping hand. When you broadcast "I need," the universe, obeying the law of resonance, can only send you more experiences of needing. It is a perfect echo. The frequency of gold, by contrast, is the feeling of "I have." It is the vibration of an open hand. It is expansive, calm, joyful, and deeply, deeply peaceful. It is the feeling of a full cup, of an overflowing to share resource. It is the emotional state of a person who has no financial concerns whatsoever. They are not excited or frantic. They are serene. They are not arrogant. They are simply at ease. This serene, expansive ease is the target. It is the signature frequency of true abundance. Now, we will engage in a practical tuning exercise. You cannot think your way to a new frequency. You must feel your way there. Close your eyes. I want you to remember a time in your life, no matter how brief, when you felt a sense of pure, unadulterated joy or peace. It does not have to be about money. Perhaps it was watching a perfect sunset, or holding a newborn, or the moment you achieved a goal. Find that feeling state in your body. Locate its resonance. Now, I want you to take that pure feeling of joy and well-being, and in your mind, I want you to label it wealth. This is the key. You are going to consciously associate this high, pure vibration with the concept of abundance. Now let's amplify it. Imagine a warm, golden light filling your entire chest. This is the feeling. This is the frequency. Breathe it in. Let it expand until it fills your entire body, from your head to your toes. This warm, calm, golden, joyful, peaceful feeling is the frequency of gold. Your only job is to return to this feeling, this state of being, as often as possible. Reflect on this. Your feelings are not just your feelings. They are your vibrational broadcast. They are your magnetic signature. You have been walking through the world as a magnet, unconsciously programmed to attract experiences that match your dominant, habitual, and often fearful frequency. But you are not a victim of this magnetism. You are its master. You have the divine capacity to choose your frequency at any moment. It is the only true freedom you have. It doesn't matter what your bank account says. Your bank account is an old echo of a frequency you broadcast weeks, months, or years ago. It is old news. Your point of power is now. In this exact moment, you can choose to abandon the frequency of fear and deliberately, consciously, somatically choose to inhabit the frequency of gold. Your loyalty must be to the new feeling, not to the old reality. The final teaching of this chapter is that this tuning is your most important work. It is more important than your business plan, more important than your job application, more important than your networking. All of those actions are secondary. They are the how, and the how is the universe's domain. Your domain is the what. Your domain is the frequency. Your job is to become a perfect, unwavering vibrational match to the reality you desire. You must become so fluent in the silent language of this golden frequency that it becomes your new home. You must live there, breathe there, and operate from there. When you do, when your being is perfectly tuned to the station of I am wealthy, the universe will move heaven and earth to bring you a reality that matches your broadcast. It has no other choice. It is the law. Let the static of your old frequency dissolve. Let the clear, powerful, golden signal become your new dominant reality. Feel it now. You are not seeking it. You are it. Affirm this new resonance. I am a divine radio, and I am tuning myself to the frequency of gold. I release the vibration of needing and I embody the feeling of having. My peace is my power. My ease is my abundance. My bank account is an echo of the past. My feeling state is the promise of the future. My primary work is to feel good, to feel abundant, and to feel free. I am a perfect match to boundless wealth. Chapter 3. The noise of scarcity, how your inner static blocks the flow. Before you can tune a radio to a clear new station, you must first understand the static. You must recognize the noise that is drowning out the signal you wish to receive. For your entire life, you have been marinating in a sea of this static. It is the noise of scarcity. It is not just your own conscious worrying. It is a deep, collective, and insidious program that runs in the background of your mind. It is the whisper of, "There's not enough," the hiss of, "You're not worthy," the crackle of, "It's going to be a struggle." This noise is a frequency blocker. It is a powerful, self-perpetuating broadcast that actively jams the frequency of gold, preventing the silent language of your true, abundant desire from ever being heard. Today, we unmask this enemy. We make the unconscious noise conscious, and in doing so, we rob it of its power. The noise of scarcity is a multi-layered program. The first layer is conscious, your active, daily worries. How will I pay this bill? What if I lose my job? I can't afford that. These thoughts are like loud, blaring commercials on your mental radio, breaking your focus and dragging your vibration down into the gutter of fear. The second layer is deeper and more subtle, your limiting beliefs. These are the rules of reality you absorbed as a child. Rich people are greedy. You have to work hard for every penny. Money is the root of all evil. Wanting more is selfish. These programs run silently in your subconscious, acting as a firewall that repels the very wealth you are consciously asking for. How can you receive $1 million if your silent core programming believes that having it would make you a bad person? You can't. Your subconscious will protect you by sabotaging your success. The third and deepest layer is the collective static, the constant barrage of fear from news, society, and mass consciousness that insists that reality is a place of randomness, lack, and competition. The practical application for this chapter is not to fight the noise. You cannot fight static. The more you fight it, the more you focus on it, and the louder it becomes. The key is to observe and release. You will become a detached, silent observer of your own mind. For the next 24 hours, your sole task is to become a noise detective. When a scarcity thought arises, "I'm worried about my rent," I want you to mentally step back and with no judgment, simply label it noise. Do not engage it. Do not argue with it. Do not believe it. Do not identify with it. See it as a piece of random, impersonal static, like a misfired signal from a distant, broken transmitter. There is the not enough program, noise. There is the I'm not worthy belief, noise. There is the collective fear broadcast, noise. This act of detached observation is revolutionary. When you stop identifying with the noise, you stop feeding it your energy. You stop being the static, and you become the silent space through which the static passes. In this space, you can finally hear the true signal. Reflect on this. You are not your thoughts. You are not your beliefs. You are not your fears. You are the divine, silent, powerful listener who is aware of these things. For your entire life, you have been glued to the radio, believing you were the noisy, fearful broadcast. The liberation comes in the realization that you are the one who can turn the dial. The noise is not you. It is a program. It is an addiction. It is a habit. And all habits can be broken. All programs can be uninstalled. The noise of scarcity only has power over you because you have unconsciously agreed to believe it. You have mistaken the static for the music. Your freedom begins the moment you consciously withdraw your belief from the noise and place it, instead, on the silent, powerful, abundant truth of your own being. The final teaching is this. The static of scarcity is loud, but the frequency of gold is powerful. Power and volume are not the same thing. A whisper of truth can shatter a mountain of lies. Your work is to cultivate the quiet whisper of your true, abundant nature. You do this by systematically recognizing the noise and then, having recognized it, deliberately and consciously choosing to tune into the frequency of gold we practiced in the last chapter. You feel the fear thought, you label it noise, and then you immediately close your eyes and generate the feeling of calm, golden relief. You are consciously overriding the static with the signal. You are retraining your brain, cell by cell, to attune to the new broadcast. This is the great work. It is the act of mastering your inner world so that the outer world must, by law, reflect your victory. Let the static fade. It has no power over you unless you give it. You are the listener. You are the tuner. You are the silence beneath the noise. Affirm this new authority. I am the silent observer of my mind. I am not my thoughts of lack. I am not the noise. I recognize the static of scarcity, and I withdraw my belief from it. I starve the program of fear by giving it none of my energy. My power is in my ability to detach from the noise and choose my true frequency. I am the silence that dissolves all fear. Chapter 4. The Grammar of Receiving. The Unseen Rules of Effortless Gain. You have been taught the grammar of getting, earning, and taking. It is a language of struggle, effort, and force. But abundance does not speak this tongue. Abundance operates on a different linguistic model entirely. It operates on the grammar of receiving. This is a silent, energetic syntax that has nothing to do with what you do and everything to do with what you allow. The universe is in a constant state of overflow, tirelessly offering you every good thing you have ever desired. It is broadcasting on all channels, at all times. The reason it does not appear in your life is not because you are not earning it, but because your energetic grammar is incorrect. You are, in the silent language, blocking the transmission. To become wealthy, you must become a master receiver. You must learn the unspoken rules of allowing the good that is already yours to finally arrive. The first rule of the grammar of receiving is that you must have empty hands. This is the law of the vacuum. The universe cannot fill a hand that is already clenched. What are you clenching? You are clenching your past grievances. You are clenching your limiting beliefs. You are clenching your fear of the future and your desperate, needy grip on your current reality. To receive, you must first release. You must energetically let go of what you have and what you are, to make space for what you desire. This is the paradox of detachment. True abundance does not come to those who need it most. It comes to those who are least attached to the outcome. A clenched fist cannot receive a gift. An open, relaxed, and trusting hand is the first word in the language of receiving. The practical application for this is the ritual of the open hand. This is both a physical and a metaphysical act. Right now, I want you to clench your fists as tightly as you can. Feel the tension. Feel the strain, the contraction, the lack of space. This is the energy of need, of struggle, of mine. This is the energy that repels abundance. Now, slowly, deliberately, open your hands. Unfurl your fingers. Turn your palms up. Feel the immediate release of tension. Feel the openness, the space, the willingness. This physical posture is a command in the silent language. It says to the universe, I am ready to receive. I am open. I am trusting. I want you to practice this physically. When you feel yourself becoming stressed about money, when you feel the old noise of scarcity creeping in, I want you to consciously stop, unclench your jaw, relax your shoulders, and open your hands. This physical act will trigger a corresponding energetic shift. You are physically practicing the grammar of receiving. Reflect on your own worthiness. The second rule of the grammar of receiving is, you cannot receive what you unconsciously believe you do not deserve. This is the great subconscious block. The universe is offering, but your own inner sentinel, your program of unworthiness, is standing at the gate and turning the gifts away. It says, no, not for me. I am not good enough. I am not worthy. This sense of unworthiness is the most potent scarcity signal you can broadcast. You must, as an act of power, rewrite this rule. Your worthiness is not in question. It is not something to be earned or proven. It is inherent. It is your birthright as a piece of the divine. You are worthy because you are. Your breath is your proof of deserving. To master the grammar of receiving, you must adopt this as an unshakable, unspoken, core assumption. Your worthiness is a given. It is the non-negotiable premise upon which your new reality is built. The final teaching is this: the universe is biased in your favor. Its fundamental impulse is to give. Its nature is overflow. The grammar of receiving is not a method of convincing a reluctant God to bless you. It is the process of finally, blessedly, getting out of your own way. It is the dismantling of the dams you have built against the river of abundance that is already flowing to you. This river is made of ideas, of opportunities, of unexpected checks, of helpful people, of profound synchronicities. When you practice the grammar of receiving, when you release your grip, open your hands, and assume your worthiness, you are not making anything happen. You are simply allowing what is already trying to happen. You are aligning your silent syntax with the universal syntax. And the result is a life that is no longer a struggle, but a graceful, effortless, and joyful act of receiving. Let go of the heavy grammar of striving. Embrace the light, joyful, silent grammar of allowing. Open your hands. Open your heart. Let it in. Affirm your readiness to receive. I am an effortless receiver of abundance. I release my grip on the past, and I open my hands to the present. I am inherently, divinely, and unconditionally worthy of all good. My worthiness is my birthright. It is not up for negotiation. I am in perfect alignment with the universal flow of overflow. I am receiving. Chapter 5. The Secret Currency of Consciousness, Feeling Rich Before It Appears. There is a currency that precedes all others. It is the currency that buys everything in the physical realm, from empires to health to love. It is not gold, it is not dollars, it is not cryptocurrency. It is the Goddard secret currency of consciousness. And that currency is your feeling. Your feeling state, your dominant, habitual emotion, is the true purchasing power of your life. You have been taught to seek the money in order to have the feeling. When I get the $1 million, then I will feel secure. When I get the promotion, then I will feel worthy. This is the great reversal, the lie that keeps humanity enslaved. The truth is the exact opposite. You must first generate the feeling from within, and in doing so, you purchase the external reality that matches the feeling. The feeling is the cause. The physical manifestation is the effect. The feeling is the currency. The manifestation is the receipt. The universe does not trade in thoughts. It trades in emotions. Your emotions are your energetic, vibrational signature. When you cultivate and spend the feeling of gratitude, The universe must give you experiences to be grateful for. When you spend the feeling of love, the universe must bring you circumstances and people to love. And when you learn to generate and spend the feeling of wealth, the feeling of ease, security, and freedom, the universe must, by its own infallible law, bring you the physical reality of wealth. You are not faking it till you make it. You are feeling it until you see it. You are paying for your desired reality in advance, using the only currency the cosmos recognizes, your own conscious, deliberately chosen, emotional state. This is the secret of all true alchemists and masters of reality. The practical application is to become a wealthy feeler. You must stop waiting for the outside world to give you permission to feel good. You must seize that power for yourself. This is your assignment. You will schedule 3 feeling-rich appointments with yourself every day, just 5 minutes each, morning, noon, and night. During this 5-minute appointment, your only job is to generate the feeling of being wildly, fabulously, peacefully wealthy. How would that feel in your body? Would your shoulders relax? Would your breathing deepen? Would you feel a calm, warm, golden glow in your chest? Would you feel a sense of profound safety, freedom, and ease? Do not visualize how you got it. Do not visualize what you will buy. That is the noise of the mind. I want you to go directly to the pure, somatic feeling. Generate this feeling of calm, secure, opulent ease. Live in it, breathe it, and savor it for 5 full minutes. You are making a deposit of the secret currency. You are paying for your new life. Reflect on this. You are already an expert at paying with this currency, but you have been spending it on things you do not want. Every time you indulge in a 5-minute worry session about a bill, you are placing a powerful order for more lack. You are spending the currency of fear and anxiety, and the universe, like a perfect waiter, is bringing you more experiences that match that order. Here is the car breakdown you ordered with your worry. Here is the unexpected bill you purchased with your anxiety. The universe is not punishing you, it is just impeccably efficient. It delivers exactly what you pay for with your feeling state. The profound liberation is that you are the banker. You are in total control of this currency. You can, at any moment, stop spending feelings of lack and start consciously, lavishly spending the feelings of abundance, gratitude, and ease. The final teaching is this: your feeling is your prayer. It is your command. It is your creative power. The world you see is a history book of your past feelings. The life you will live is a direct result of the feelings you choose to predominantly inhabit. Today, stop being a pauper, begging the world to make you feel rich. You are the source of all riches. You are the mint, the treasury, and the banker. The currency of consciousness is generated within you, and it is infinite in its supply. Learn to cultivate the feeling of your wish fulfilled, to live in that feeling, to sleep in that feeling, and to walk through your day in that feeling. When you do, you will have paid the price in full. The physical manifestation of your wealth will then appear, and it will feel completely natural, for you will have already been living in its silent, emotional reality for weeks. It is time to claim your true purchasing power. Your feelings are the most valuable asset you possess. Spend them wisely. Spend them on the reality you desire. Affirm your emotional wealth. I am the master of my inner currency. My feeling is the true purchasing power of my reality. I stop waiting for the world to give me a feeling. I generate the feeling first. I pay for my abundant reality in advance with my feelings of ease, joy, and security. I am a wealthy feeler, and I invest my emotions in my success. I am the rich feeling that creates the rich reality. Chapter 6. Decoding the vibration of enough. The first step to overflow. Before you can experience the flood of more than enough, you must first become a vibrational master of enough. The vibration of enough is the most misunderstood and powerful frequency in the language of abundance. It is the sacred, solid foundation upon which all true, lasting wealth is built. The mind of scarcity skips this step. It tries to leap from the chasm of not enough to the mountaintop of infinite abundance, and it perpetually fails because it has no ground to stand on. The frequency of not enough is a vibration of panic, lack, and contraction. The frequency of overflow is one of relaxation, expansion, and generosity. The bridge between them, the crucial non-negotiable gateway, is the profound, peaceful, and solid gold feeling of I have enough, right now, in this moment. I am whole, I am safe, I am enough. To master the vibration of enough is to silence the core panic of the scarcity algorithm. The scarcity program's entire function is to scream, not enough. It is a survival mechanism gone haywire. Not enough money. Not enough time. Not enough love. Not enough safety. To consciously, deliberately, and somatically generate the feeling of enough is to pull the plug on this ancient, chaotic noise. It is to declare, in the silent language, that the emergency is over. It is to tell your nervous system, your subconscious, and the universe that you are no longer in survival mode. You are now in a state of stable, peaceful, generative presence. It is from this stable plateau of enough that all, more than enough, effortlessly and naturally springs. You cannot build a skyscraper of wealth on a foundation of quicksand. Enough is the bedrock. The practical application is to conduct an audit of enough. Your scarcity brain is trained to see only the gaps. We will now retrain it to see only the fullness. For the next 3 days, your mission is to find all the evidence of enough in your life. Get a notebook. Write it down. Do you have enough air to breathe in this moment? Yes. Write it down. Do you have enough food for your next meal? Yes. Write it down. Do you have a roof over your head, providing enough shelter from the elements? Yes. Write it down. Do you have enough clothing to be warm? Do you have enough brain function to understand these words? Do you have enough life in your body to be here now? Yes. 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 Go through your entire day. I have enough water to drink. I have enough light to see. I have enough strength to walk. This is not an exercise in settling for mediocrity. This is an essential, powerful, vibrational recalibration. You are training your mind, in the face of its panic, to see the profound and overwhelming evidence of your current absolute enoughness. Reflect on this. The feeling of enough is the feeling of peace, and peace is the ultimate power. The person who is in a state of panic cannot hear the whispers of opportunity. The person who is vibrating with the anxiety of not enough is a vibrational repellent to the calm, stable, confident energy of true wealth. When you cultivate the inner state of enough, you become a magnet. Your panic static clears, you become calm. From this calm, you can finally hear the divine idea, the intuitive nudge, the subtle opportunity that the universe has been trying to give you. The vibration of enough is the fertile soil. Without it, the seeds of your greater desires have nothing to grow in. They are cast on the wind of your panic. You must first become the soil. You must first become the peace. The final teaching is this: enough is the master's frequency. It is the secret power of the truly wealthy. The person who knows they have enough, who embodies the peace of enough, is no longer a slave to circumstance. They are free. They are sovereign. They operate not from need, but from choice. And it is from this powerful, peaceful platform of choice that all true creation begins. The universe, sensing your profound, silent, unshakable peace, your embodiment of I am already whole and provided for, has no choice but to say, ah, this is a being who has mastered the foundation. They are ready for more. And the gates of more than enough, the gates of overflow, will open to you, not because you chase them, but because you built the one, true, solid foundation upon which they could rest. Cease the frantic chase. Stop the panic of not enough. Be still, look around you, and in the face of all appearances, find the courage to sink into the profound, peaceful, powerful vibration of I have enough. It is the key that unlocks everything. I am safe, I am whole, I am provided for. In this moment, I have enough. I release the panic of scarcity, and I choose the peace of enough. My feeling of enough is the fertile soil in which my abundance grows. From this foundation of peace, I am ready to receive my overflow. I am enough. Chapter 7. The billionaire's silent assumption, the I am beyond words. The true power of the billionaire mind is not in the strategies, the loopholes, or the work ethic. It is in the assumption. There is a silent, core, unshakable belief system that the truly opulent hold, which is the cause, not the result, of their wealth. This is the billionaire's silent assumption. It is an I am state that is so total, so deeply embedded, that it requires no external validation. It is not a thought they think. It is the place from which they think. It is a wordless, cellular knowing that I am wealth, I am success, I am a creator of value. They do not try to be wealthy. They are wealthy. Their actions, their choices, their very presence are an effortless expression of this core assumption. This is the I am beyond words. It is the language of identity, the most powerful command you can issue in the silent tongue of abundance. Your current reality is a perfect mirror of your current silent assumption, your current I am. If your silent assumption is, I am a person who struggles, or I am someone who is always in debt, or I am middle class, then the universe, in its infinite obedience, will orchestrate a reality that perfectly validates that identity. You will find yourself always struggling. You will find yourself always just getting by. This is the hypnotic state that most of the world lives in. To change your wealth, you must change your identity. You must not try to get $1 million. You must, in your own consciousness, become the person who already has it. You must adopt the I amness of the wealthy you. This is the only change that matters. All other changes are temporary and superficial. The change of self, the change of your core assumption, is total and permanent. The practical application is to assume the state. This is the core technique of all master creators. You will choose the I am statement that represents your fulfilled desire. For example, I am financially free and opulent. Now you will not just repeat this word, you will live from this assumption. You will ask yourself throughout the day, how would I be thinking if this were true? How would I be feeling if this were true? What would I be doing if this were true? And then you will begin to think, feel, and act from that state. If you were already financially free, would you be worrying about a small bill? No. You would see it, and you would know it is handled. You would feel a sense of calm capability. You must generate that feeling now. When you walk with the posture of the person who owns the building. When you speak with the calm authority of the person whose success is a foregone conclusion. This is not about being arrogant to others. It is about being faithful to your new identity, in silence. Reflect on your current identity. Who are you, really? What is the silent story you tell yourself about who you are in relation to money? Be honest. I am the one who is bad with money. I am the one who never wins. I am the one who is not lucky. These are not descriptions. These are creative acts. They are spells you are casting upon yourself every single day. The billionaire's silent assumption is simply a different, more empowering spell. It is the conscious choice to define yourself in a new way. I am the one who money loves. I am the one who always finds opportunities. I am a natural, effortless magnet for success. You have the power to redefine your I am at any moment. Your old identity was given to you by your past. Your new identity is chosen by you right now. The final teaching is this: the universe does not give you what you want. It gives you who you are. It gives you a perfect reflection of your deepest assumption of self. Your work, then, is not to chase wealth. Your work is to become wealth. It is to so fully, so completely, so silently and unshakably assume the identity of your wealthy self that your current 3D reality, which contradicts it, begins to feel like the shadow, and your inner assumption begins to feel like the one and only truth. When your inner assumption of wealth is more real to you than your outer world of lack, the mirror of reality must crack. It must reconfigure itself to reflect the new, dominant, silent truth of who you have declared yourself to be. This is the law. The old you is finished. The story is over. It is time to step into the new identity, the true identity that you are now choosing. Assume the state. Live from it. Be it. My identity is my choice, and I choose to be wealthy. I release the old I am of lack, and I assume the I am of opulence. I think, feel, and act from the state of my wish fulfilled. My silent assumption of success is my creative command. The world is a mirror of my core identity. I am wealth. Chapter 8. The Alchemy of Stillness, Creating Opulence from the Inner Void. In the deafening noise of the world, you have been taught that creation is an act of doing, of striving, of aggressive action. The silent language teaches the opposite. The most powerful creation, the most profound manifestation, is born not from action, but from stillness. It is born from the inner void. The void is not a place of emptiness or lack. It is the silent, fertile, dark womb of all potential. It is the quantum field before a thought has been thought. It is the 0 point from which all ones are created. All the wealth you could ever desire, all the opulence, all the ideas, all the opportunities, already exist in this silent void as pure potential. The alchemist of abundance does not chase these things in the world. The alchemist retreats to the stillness within, to the void, and from that place of pure potential, commands worlds into being. The alchemy of stillness is a process of undoing. It is a process of becoming so profoundly silent in your mind that you strip away the programs, the noise, the ego, and the identity. You return to the raw, formless, creative consciousness that you are at your core. The mind of scarcity is noisy, chaotic, and frantic. It is always doing. The mind of opulence is still, calm, and centered. It operates from a place of being. When you are in the noise, you are in the world of effect, reacting to the old program. When you are in the stillness, you are in the world of cause, at the control panel of reality. It is from this inner silence that you can speak the silent language with the most power and clarity. A command from the void is a command from the source itself. It is not a request. It is a decree. The practical application is to enter the chamber of stillness. This is a daily meditation practice, but it is one with a specific goal. You are not just here to relax. You are here to access the creative controls. For 10 minutes, you will sit in silence. Your goal is not to stop your thoughts. That is impossible. Your goal is to unhook from them, to let them pass by like clouds in the sky without climbing aboard them. You are seeking the space between your thoughts. That space, that silent gap, that is the void. As you sit, you will gently release your identification with everything. Release your name. Release your job. Release your problems. Release your desires. Let them all go. Sink beneath the you that you think you are, and just be the silent, aware, formless presence that is watching. This is the void. This is your true power. Then, from this place of pure, formless potential, you will introduce a single, silent feeling, the feeling of your wish fulfilled, the feeling of calm, golden ease. You are planting a seed in the most fertile soil in the universe. Reflect on this. Your greatest creative power is not in your hands, it is in your stillness. You have been trying to build your empire in the middle of a hurricane, in the noise of your own mind. The alchemy of stillness is the act of stepping into the eye of the storm. In the eye, there is perfect calm, perfect silence, and total power. From this center, you can see everything clearly. From this center, you are unmoved by the chaos of the world. The person who can access this stillness at will is the person who can create anything. They are no longer a victim of their own mental programs because they have found the off switch. They can reboot the system at any time by returning to the silent void and starting fresh with a new, powerful, unspoken command. The final teaching is this: opulence is born of stillness. Wealth is the child of peace. The creative power of the universe is not loud, it is silent. It is the stillness in the seed that commands the oak tree into being. It is the silence of gravity that holds the planets in their orbits. Your own creative power operates by the same law. You must become the silence. You must find that core of stillness within you, that inner void, and you must learn to live from it. Stop seeking answers in the noise of the world. The answers, the ideas, the wealth, and the power are all waiting for you in the profound, generative, and opulent silence of your own core. The noise is the illusion. The stillness is the one and only reality. Retreat to your center. Find the void, and from that place of all power, speak your silent command. I am the master of my inner stillness. My silence is the womb of my creation. I release the noise of the world and I enter the creative void. From this stillness, I command my reality with effortless power. My peace is the alchemical fire that turns all things to gold. I am the stillness. Chapter 9, The 5-Minute Wealth Hack, Shifting Your Energetic Signature. You do not need to meditate for hours on a mountaintop to change your reality. The silent language is spoken in the present moment, and you can change your entire vibrational broadcast, your energetic signature, in as little as 5 minutes. This is not a hack in the sense of a shortcut that avoids the work. It is a hack in the sense of a precise, elegant, and powerful intervention at the source code level. Your energetic signature is the composite, habitual frequency you broadcast to the universe. For most, this signature is a messy, chaotic jumble of fear, hope, belief, and doubt. This 5-minute practice is a conscious, deliberate recalibration. It is a system reboot that flushes the scarcity static and installs the clear, coherent frequency of wealth right now. This practice is called the abundance pivot. It is an act of radical, real-time frequency shifting. The universe, as we know, responds to your dominant feeling. The problem is that a bad mood or a spiral of worry can hijack your entire day, setting a low-frequency broadcast that attracts more problems. The abundance pivot is your emergency stop and reboot. It is a 5-minute process you can do anywhere, anytime you feel the static of scarcity taking over. It has 4 steps. 1. Recognize. 2. Release. 3. Reattune. 4. Radiate. This is your new quick reference guide for speaking the silent language under pressure. It is the tool that returns you to your power in the middle of the chaos. Here is the 5-minute wealth hack in practice. The moment you feel the contraction of fear, anxiety, or lack, the moment you catch yourself in the noise of scarcity, you will stop. Step 1. Recognize. 30 seconds. Acknowledge the feeling without judgment. I am feeling the vibration of lack. Step 2. Release. 30 seconds. Place your hand on your heart. Take one deep, powerful breath, and as you exhale, imagine you are blowing out all of that dark, static energy. You are consciously ejecting the scarcity program. Step 3. Reattune. 3 minutes. This is the core of the hack. Close your eyes. You must now generate the frequency of gold. You will do a rapid rampage of appreciation, as we've discussed. I am grateful for my breath, my heart, my mind, this body, the floor beneath me, the roof above me. Go fast, build momentum, then shift to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. For the remaining time, feel the calm, golden, profound relief of already being wealthy. Feel the peace, feel the safety, feel the ease. This is the retuning. Step 4. Radiate. 1 minute. Open your eyes. For the final minute, you will radiate this new frequency. Smile, stand up straight. Look at the world from the eyes of your wealthy self. You have just hacked your own algorithm. You have manually shifted your energetic signature in 5 minutes. Reflect on the power of this. You are no longer a victim of your own moods. You are no longer at the mercy of a bad day. You have a tool. You have a precise, repeatable technique for reclaiming your vibrational sovereignty at any moment. The average person lets a bad morning ruin their entire day, broadcasting a frequency of everything is wrong for 16 hours, and then wonders why their life is a struggle. The master of reality, the speaker of the silent language, catches the negative spiral within minutes, performs the abundance pivot, and retakes command of their frequency. This is the difference between an unconscious life and a consciously created one. It is the practice of energetic responsibility. The final teaching is this: consistency is more powerful than intensity. It is better to perform this 5-minute hack 3 times a day, every day, than to do a 3-hour meditation once a month. The language of abundance is learned through fluency, through constant repetition. You are training your nervous system, your cellular memory, to accept this new frequency of wealth as its default, habitual state. You are using this 5-minute hack as a training session, building the muscle of your abundant feeling state. Each time you do it, the new neural pathway gets stronger, the old scarcity pathway gets weaker. You are, in the most literal way, rewiring your brain and reconditioning your body to become a living, breathing, automatic magnet for wealth. This is your tool for real-time mastery. Do not underestimate its simplicity. The most profound commands are often the most simple. Use this tool, use it relentlessly, and watch as your reality begins to conform to your new, dominant, and consciously chosen frequency. My frequency is my choice in every moment. I am no longer a victim of my own moods. I use the abundance pivot to reclaim my power and retune my being. I am building the muscle of my wealth frequency every single day. My consistency is the key to my mastery. I am in control of my energy. Chapter 10. The Subconscious Imprint. Speaking the language. Your deep mind understands. There are 2 minds living within you, the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. The conscious mind is your voice. It is the part of you that thinks, analyzes, and speaks in words. The subconscious mind is your body. It is the silent, feeling, automated mind that speaks only one language, the language of symbol, feeling, and core assumption. You have been trying to convince your deep mind to create wealth by speaking to it in a language it does not understand, the language of conscious, logical, spoken words. You have been shouting, "We must be rich" in English to a mind that only understands the silent, vibrational language of feeling. This is why you have failed. To truly command your reality, you must bypass the noisy conscious mind and imprint your desire directly onto the subconscious, using the silent language it was born to obey. The subconscious mind is the master algorithm. It is the 95% of your operating system that runs in the background. It controls your heartbeat, your habits, your emotional reactions, and your magnetic frequency. It is the machine we spoke of. Its primary job is to keep you in alignment with your dominant core programming. If your core program is "I am safe in my struggle," it will flawlessly create a life of struggle. To change your life, you must feed the subconscious a new, more powerful program, and you must do it in its native tongue. The language of the subconscious is not words, it is feeling, it is imagery, and it is most receptive when the conscious mind is quiet, in the drowsy states just before sleep and just upon waking. This is the golden hour for imprinting. The practical application is the subconscious imprint ritual. This is to be performed every single night without fail in the state of drowsiness just before you fall asleep. This state is called the hypnagogic state. Your analytical, conscious mind is shutting down, and the gateway to your subconscious is wide open. This is where you will plant your seed. You will not think complex thoughts. You will simply, silently, and gently call up the feeling of your wish fulfilled. You will use the end scene we developed, that short, sensory-rich 10-second movie of your desire already being a fact. Perhaps it is the feeling of your hand on the steering wheel of your new car. Perhaps it is the feeling of relief as you look at your new massive bank balance. You will loop this short, feeling-rich scene over and over gently as you drift off to sleep. You are not doing anything. You are marinating your subconscious mind in the feeling of your new reality. You are handing it the finished blueprint and commanding it in its own language. This is what is real now. Create this. Reflect on this. Your subconscious mind is the fertile, dark soil. Your conscious, worried thoughts are the rocks and weeds. Your new, feeling-rich imprint is the divine seed. For your entire life, you have been falling asleep in the noise of scarcity, marinating your mind in the day's worries and fears. You have been planting weeds, and you have wondered why your garden grows weeds. The subconscious imprint ritual is the act of consciously, lovingly, planting the seed of your desire in the perfect soil at the perfect time. The subconscious mind, once it accepts this new seed, must begin to grow it. It has no other choice. It will begin to change your perceptions, your habits, your intuition, and your magnetic frequency to bring this seed to life. It will do the work for you from the inside out while you sleep. The final teaching is this: what you impress upon your subconscious mind as a feeling fact will be expressed in your world as a physical fact. This is a law. It is the law of creation. Your conscious mind is the guard at the gate. Your job is not to fight the guard, but to wait until he is sleepy. In that drowsy, receptive state, you bypass the doubt, the logic, and the how, and you go straight to the master programmer, the subconscious. You speak to it in the only language it knows. This is how it feels to be wealthy. This is who I am now. You fall asleep in your new assumption. You are no longer a person desiring wealth. You are a wealthy person dreaming. When this becomes your nightly practice, your reality will begin to shift so fast it will feel like magic. But it is not magic. It is the law of your own divine mind. Your deep mind is awaiting its instructions. It is time to stop giving it orders of fear and lack, and to start giving it the beautiful, powerful, silent command of your highest desire. My subconscious mind is the obedient servant of my conscious feeling. I speak the silent language of feeling and imagery to my deep mind. I fall asleep in the feeling of my wish fulfilled. My mind is fertile soil, and I plant only the seeds of my success. While I sleep, my deep mind is perfectly architecting my new reality. I am the master of my deep mind. Chapter 11. The Magnetic Heart: How Your Feelings Become Your Fortune. Science has now proven what the mystics have always known. Your heart is far more than a simple pump. It is the most powerful electromagnetic generator in your entire body. The electrical field of your heart is 60 times stronger than that of your brain, and its magnetic field is over 5,000 times more powerful. Your heart is the true broadcasting tower of your being. While your brain thinks in the language of logic and imagery, your heart speaks the silent language of pure, vibrational, magnetic feeling. This is the language the universe hears above all others. This is the frequency that truly dictates your point of attraction. Your fortune is not created in your head. It is magnetized by your heart. The magnetic heart is the engine of your abundance. The language of the heart is not complicated. It is binary. It speaks in two basic frequencies: contraction and expansion. Fear, anxiety, jealousy, and scarcity are emotions of contraction. When you feel them, your heart's broadcast becomes chaotic, incoherent, and weak. You are, in that moment, a weak magnet. Love, gratitude, joy, and compassion are emotions of expansion. When you feel these, your heart's broadcast becomes smooth, coherent, powerful, and wide. This is called heart coherence. In this state, you are a powerful, irresistible magnet, broadcasting a clear, high-frequency signal of well-being and abundance. The universe, which operates on the law of like attracts like, must send experiences that match this coherent, powerful, expansive signal. Therefore, the master of abundance does not focus on thinking rich. They focus on feeling from a coherent, expanded, loving, and grateful heart. The practical application is to create heart coherence on command. This is how you charge your magnetic field. I want you to stop what you're doing and shift your attention from your mind to the area around your heart. Place your hand over your heart if it helps. Now, begin to breathe, but imagine you are breathing in and out through your heart. A slow, deep breath in, imagining it filling your heart. A slow, long breath out, imagining it leaving through your heart. Do this for 1 minute. You are now anchoring your awareness in your body's power center. Now, as you continue this heart breathing, I want you to consciously generate a feeling of deep gratitude or appreciation. Think of someone you love. Think of a pet. Think of a beautiful place in nature. It doesn't matter what it is. Just find a feeling of genuine heartfelt appreciation and breathe that feeling through your heart. Feel your chest warm and expand. You have just, in this moment, created heart coherence. You have just become a powerful magnet for more things to be grateful for. This is the true language of prayer. Reflect on this. Your heart is the source of your fortune. How have you been treating it? Have you been walking around all day with a contracted, fearful, and incoherent heart field? Have you been letting the noise of the world jam your true signal? Your broken heart over past failures or your fearful heart about the future is literally breaking your magnetic connection to your own good. The practice of heart coherence is the act of mending your own magnet. It is the art of deliberately, consciously, creating the very feeling that attracts your desire. The wealthy mind is a useful tool for planning, but the wealthy heart is the divine magnet that draws the opportunity, the money, and the resources to you, often without any logical plan at all. The final teaching is this: your feelings are your fortune. Not in a poetic sense, but in a literal quantum magnetic sense. The most spiritual thing you can do to become wealthy is to master the art of feeling good, to master the art of heartfelt gratitude, and to master the art of generating a coherent, expanded heart field. This is the silent language at its most powerful. When your magnetic heart is broadcasting a clear, coherent, and joyful signal, the universe will bend time and space to bring you a reality that matches it. Your only work is to tend to the fire in your heart, to keep it open, to keep it grateful, and to keep it coherent. The rest is just details. Your heart is the alchemist's forge. It is the magnetic core of your reality. Tend to it, and it will build you an empire. My heart is the most powerful magnet in the universe. I am the master of my heart's frequency. I create heart coherence through breath and gratitude. My feelings of expansion are my irresistible magnetic command. I attract my fortune not with my mind, but with my open and grateful heart. I am a magnet for all good. Chapter 12. Detachment, the final word in the language of true wealth. We have come to the most advanced, the most powerful, and the most misunderstood word in the silent language of abundance. It is the word that activates all others. It is the master key that unlocks the final door. That word is detachment. You have been taught that to get what you want it badly. You must have a burning desire. But this is a paradox, for a burning, needy desire is a signal of lack. It is a vibration of I don't have it. It is a clenched, contracted, desperate energy, and the universe can only echo your energy. True, masterful creation requires a profound and final shift. You must learn to have a clear intention, but you must simultaneously, paradoxically, release all need for it to happen. This is detachment. It is the silent, sovereign knowing that your desire is done, and therefore, you can rest. It is the ultimate expression of faith. Detachment is not apathy. Apathy is the frequency of I don't care and has no creative power. Detachment is the frequency of I have a clear preference, I have set my command, and I am in a state of absolute, peaceful knowing that the universe is handling the details. I am not worried, I am not stressed, I am free. It is the energy of the wealthy person who places an order for $1 million car. They do not worry if the car company can build it. They do not stress about the delivery. They place the order with calm certainty, and then they go about their life, knowing it will arrive. This calm, certain, unattached knowing is the most powerful frequency you can broadcast. It signals to the universe that you have so fully become the person who has the desire that you no longer need to see it in your 3D world to feel whole. The practical application for this is to cultivate the joy of the journey. You must fall in love with your life, right now, as it is, while simultaneously holding the vision for your new reality. This is the paradox. You find your joy before the manifestation. You stop putting your happiness on hold. You stop saying, I'll be happy when... You find a way to be happy now. This is the master hack. When you are genuinely happy and at peace with your current life, you release the needy, desperate energy that was repelling your desire. You shift from, I need this to be happy to, I am already happy, and won't it be wonderful when this new thing arrives? This shift is everything. It is the silent language of detachment. It tells the universe, I am already whole. I am not in lack. And the universe, Hearing your wholeness, your enoughness, can finally release the more than enough that it has been holding for you. Reflect on your own desires. How attached are you to them? Are they a source of joy or a source of stress? Is your desire for $1 million a fun, creative game, or is it a heavy, desperate life or death struggle? If it is a struggle, you are attached. You are speaking the language of need, and you are blocking your good. The great work is to release the how, the when, and even the if. Your job is to embody the who, the wealthy, peaceful, secure person you are becoming. You must get to a place where you are so in love with your inner state of wealth, so fulfilled by your feelings of peace and security, that the external manifestation is just a bonus. It's the cherry on top. When you get to that state, the manifestation is not just possible, it is immediate and inevitable. The final teaching is this: detachment is the ultimate act of power. It is the final word in the silent language. It is the full embodiment of the I am assumption. When you truly are wealthy in your consciousness, you no longer need the evidence. That lack of need is the signal that unlocks the supply. Stop checking for your manifestation. Stop digging up the seed to see if it's growing. Plant your seed in the subconscious. Water it with your feelings of heart coherence, and then let it go. Trust the soil. Trust the law. Trust the silence. Go and live your life in joy. And one day, you will look up, and the mighty oak of your desire will be standing before you. Your desire is a preference, not a necessity. Your joy is here, now. Your power is in your peace. Let it go, and watch it come. I have a clear intention, but I am detached from the outcome. I release all need, worry, and attachment. My peace is my power, and my joy is my magnet. I fall in love with my life now, and I trust the divine timing. I place my order with the universe, and I know it is done. I am free. Chapter 13. Living in the Echo. How the universe confirms your silent knowing. After you have spoken the silent command, after you have aligned your frequency and detached from the outcome, a curious and magical thing begins to happen. The universe begins to talk back. It does not speak in a loud, booming voice. It speaks in the same silent language you have been learning. It speaks in echoes, in synchronicities, in coincidences, in whispers, and in signs. This is what I call living in the echo. It is the state where you have broadcasted your new reality with such clarity and power that the 3D world, the world of fact, begins to reorganize itself to match your new inner truth. The world you see is an echo of your past vibration. But when you change your vibration, you begin to see the first, faint echoes of your new reality, long before the full manifestation arrives. The universe is a confirmation engine. Its primary job is to provide you with evidence that confirms your core beliefs. When your core belief was, I am in lack, the universe faithfully sent you echoes of lack, parking tickets, unexpected bills, and empty opportunities. As you shift your core assumption to, I am wealthy, the universe must begin to send you echoes that confirm this new belief. These are the first signs. You will find a $20 bill on the street. A friend will unexpectedly pay for your dinner. You will receive a tiny, unexpected refund. The old mind, the scarcity mind, dismisses these as small, random, or not enough. The master's mind, the mind that is fluent in the silent language, sees them for what they are. They are the echo. They are the universe whispering back to you, I heard your new command. The new reality is processing. Here is the first confirmation. The practical application is to become a collector of echoes. You must train your mind to look for and joyfully receive these confirmations. This is the opposite of the noise detective exercise. Now you are a confirmation detective. For the next week, your sole mission is to spot the echoes. Every single time one of these small positive synchronicities happens, you must not ignore it. You must pause, smile, and speak a silent thank you to the universe. I see you. I hear the echo. Thank you for this confirmation. By acknowledging the echo, you amplify it. You are, in the silent language, saying, yes, more of this, please. You are adding your energy to the new incoming reality. What you appreciate, appreciates. By celebrating the $20 bill, you are energetically aligning yourself with the frequency of the $200,000 because the vibration of I am a person who finds money is the same. Reflect on this. The 3D world you see is not a solid, fixed truth. It is a lagging indicator. It is an old echo of a vibration you held in the past. You must stop giving your current, lagging reality all of your power and all of your belief. You must give your power and your belief to the new, incoming echo. Your old bank account is an echo. The unexpected refund is an echo. One is an echo of your past. One is an echo of your future, which you created in your now. Which echo will you choose to listen to? Which will you choose to energize? The master of reality lives in the new echo. They trust the whisper of the incoming good more than the roar of the old, fading lack. The final teaching is this: the world is your mirror. When you change, it must change. The echo is the moment the mirror begins to shift. It is the proof that your silent work is working, but you must not become attached to the echoes. You must not go hunting for them with desperate, needy energy. That is a return to scarcity. You must simply notice them as they appear, with a calm, joyful, knowing smile. They are the road signs on your journey, confirming you are on the right path. They are the universe's loving nod, its conspiracy to bring you your good. Learn to live in this magical, interactive feedback loop. You speak your silent command. The universe whispers its echo of confirmation. You receive the echo with gratitude, and the signal gets stronger. The echo gets louder. Until one day, the echo is no longer an echo. It is your new, solid, manifested reality. The world is speaking to you. It is confirming your new beliefs. Listen, acknowledge, and receive. I am now living in the echo of my new reality. I see confirmation of my abundance everywhere I look. The universe is conspiring in my favor. I greet every sign and synchronicity with gratitude and knowing. I trust the echo of my future more than the noise of my past. I am on the right path. Chapter 14. The Art of Silent Allowing, Opening the Floodgates to Your Good. We have come to the most graceful, most peaceful, and most powerful action in the silent language. It is the art of silent allowing. This is the state you enter after the command has been given. The frequency has been tuned, the heart has been magnetized, and the detachment has been mastered. This is the final step. It is the complete and total surrender into the flow of the universe. It is the cessation of all struggle. It is the state of being where you stop trying to manifest and you simply allow your good to find you. The universe, in its infinite intelligence, has already computed the shortest, fastest, and most harmonious path to your desire. The art of allowing is the act of stepping off the track, getting out of your own way, and letting the divine train of your abundance arrive at its destination, which is you. The primary obstacle to allowing is your own conscious, meddling mind. The ego, it is the part of you that thinks it knows best. It is the part that is constantly trying to figure out the how. Should I take this job? Should I call this person? Should I force this deal? This mental figuring is a form of resistance. It is static. It is you, in your limited human perception, telling the infinite intelligence of the universe that you don't trust its delivery plan. The art of silent allowing is the act of consciously releasing the need to control the how. It is the profound faith that the perfect path is already unfolding, and your only job is to be peaceful, to be open, and to follow the intuitive nudges and joyful inspirations as they arise. You stop forcing doors and you simply, peacefully, walk through the ones that open. The practical application for this is to cultivate inspired action versus effortful action. From now on, you will use your internal feeling state as a divine guidance system. Before you take any action toward your goal, you will pause and ask, does this feel expansive, light, and joyful, or does it feel contracted, heavy, and forced? N. Effortful action comes from the mind. It is driven by fear, by, I have to make this happen, and it is steeped in the energy of lack. It is a struggle. You will learn to stop doing these things. 8. Silent, inspired action comes from the stillness, from the heart. It often makes no logical sense. It is a sudden, joyful urge to call an old friend, to buy a certain book, to take a different route home. This is the universe, which sees the whole map, giving you a quiet, joyful instruction on the path of least resistance. The art of allowing is the practice of ignoring the effortful shouts of your mind and learning to trust and act on the inspired whispers of your heart. Reflect on your life. How much of it is spent in effortful, forced, joyless action, driven by a deep-set fear that if you stop doing, everything will fall apart? This is the prison of the scarcity mind. The art of silent allowing is your liberation. It is the realization that you are not the one who has to make it all happen. You are the one who has to allow it to happen. You are the commander who gives the order. You are the tuner who sets the frequency. You are the magnet who draws it near. You are not the delivery boy. You must trust the infinite, complex, and perfect delivery system of the cosmos. Your only work is to stay in a state of high frequency, open-handed, detached, joyful peace, to stay in the receiving mode. The final teaching is this: allowing is an act of profound trust. It is the ultimate expression of the silent language. It is you, looking the universe in the eye and saying, with your calm, peaceful, open being, I trust you. I know it is done. I am ready. And when you live in this state, the floodgates open. The river of abundance, which you had been damming with your fear, your control, and your effort, is finally unleashed. Your good will come to you in ways you cannot possibly predict, through channels you never knew existed, with a speed and an elegance that will take your breath away. This is the promise of the silent language. This is the art of silent allowing. Stop struggling. Stop forcing. Stop figuring it out. Be still. Be open. Be joyful, and allow your good to come. I am no longer in a state of struggle. I am in a state of allowing. I release the need to control the how, and I trust the divine plan. I am guided by inspired, joyful action, not by effortful, fearful striving. I am in the flow of the universe, and I am the path of least resistance. I am a master of the art of silent allowing. I am ready. Chapter 15. I am the resonance, embodying the silent source of all abundance. We have journeyed through the grammar, the syntax, and the vocabulary of the silent language of abundance. We have tuned our frequency, quieted the noise, and learned to receive. We have commanded our I am, and we have entered the stillness of the void. Now we arrive at the final, ultimate, and all-encompassing truth. You are not just a speaker of the language. You are the language. You are not just a tuner to the frequency. You are the frequency. You are not just a receiver of abundance. You are the silent, conscious, creative source from which all abundance flows. The final realization is this: I am the resonance. The search is over. You are not a fragment of the universe begging for a scrap from its table. You are the whole, entire, opulent universe itself, experiencing life through a single, beautiful point of focus. To embody this truth is to end all separation. The language of me and my money dissolves. The language of me and my desire dissolves. It all becomes one. There is only the I am, and that I am is the source of all. When you are the resonance, you no longer need to attract anything, for you cannot attract what you already are. The process becomes one of revelation, not attraction. You are not getting wealth. You are revealing the wealth that is your true, fundamental nature. You are not manifesting abundance. You are unveiling the abundance that is your core identity. This is the final, permanent, unshakable state of the master. You are no longer a person who practices the principles of wealth. You are a person who is wealth. You are a living, breathing, walking embodiment of the frequency of gold. This is not a state you can think your way into. It is a state you must claim. It is an act of total divine embodiment. This is your final application. It is the assumption to end all assumptions. You will walk through your world, from this moment forward, with a new, secret, silent knowing. You will look at the wealthy man and think, I am that. You will look at the bank and think, I am the source of all that. You will look at your desire and think, I am that which I desire. This is not arrogance. This is the dissolution of the ego's illusion of separation. It is the recognition of the one I am, that is the all in all. You will stop seeing the world as a collection of things, and you will start to experience it as a seamless, flowing, energetic expression of your own consciousness. You are not in the world is in you. Reflect on this ultimate power. All of your life you have felt like a small, powerless wave in a vast, terrifying ocean. Today you awaken to the truth. You are not the wave. You are the ocean, the entire, infinite, powerful, and opulent ocean. The wave was just a temporary, limited experience the ocean was having. To embody I am the resonance is to drop the wave identity and to reclaim your ocean identity. From this ocean consciousness, can you ever lack anything? Can the ocean lack water? It is an impossibility. In this state, the entire language of lack, need, and fear becomes obsolete. It is a language you no longer speak, a frequency you can no longer even hear. You have become a new being. The final teaching is this: you are the source, you are the flow, you are the manifestation. All three are one. Your journey in mastering the silent language of abundance has led you back to the one and only truth. There is only God, there is only I am, and you are that. Your quest for wealth was never about the money. It was about this. It was about the journey of consciousness from a state of separation and lack to the remembrance of its own infinite, abundant, and divine nature. The money, the cars, the houses, these are just the fun, enjoyable, and inevitable echoes of your having remembered who you truly are. You are the silent word. You are the unspoken command. You are the source of all. You have learned the language. Now, be the language. You have learned the frequency. Now, be the resonance. The mastery is complete. The life of your dreams is now simply a matter of allowing your true nature to express itself. I am the source. I am the substance. I am the supply. I am the silent language that creates worlds. I am the frequency of gold, the resonance of opulence. I am not separate from my good. I am my good. I am the ocean of abundance, expressing itself as my life. I am